Well, hello, hello, hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson, and today in our series that we're talking about Nurse Entrepreneur Q&A, we're talking about how do I promote myself to attract clients. So I'm excited to chat with you about this today, and I hope that you've been finding the content valuable that we've gone over the last couple of weeks. And so I'm excited to talk about this because not sometimes, nurses are not good about sharing the positive and wonderful things about themselves. Okay. We are used to shining the spotlight on anybody and everybody else, and we seldom want to turn that looking glass at ourselves and shine a light on ourselves. And so I want to talk to you about what makes this different. When we're talking about business, you're not necessarily promoting yourself. Instead, you're building a brand. You're talking about products and services. And, you are the face of that brand. You are the kind of embodiment and voice and representation, the face of that brand. So let's talk about it a little bit because, promoting yourself in the online space or promoting your business in the online space requires that we show up with authenticity. We show up in a way that adds value so that people want to come closer to us, and they recognize that we have some authority and some expertise in the field. And also, it requires some strategic marketing, okay? Some strategic marketing as well. So the first thing to focus on that I want to chat about is just building your brand, okay? It's really important to have a logo, to have brand colors, even brand fonts identified for your business. Because when you show up, if you're making a social media post, let's say, if we were to look at the Coca-Cola logo, right? Everybody knows, oh my gosh, it's those white letters on a red background spells out Coca-Cola or the word Coke. And we all know exactly what that is, and we know what we can expect from it, right? So you want to build the same kind of brand recognition. So that's where a logo is valuable. And in my video, you can see the logo and that kind of thing. So it's just important that there's this continuity that people begin to associate you with your brand and with what you do. So it's important too, you can highlight your values, your mission, and the impact that you aim to make with your business. That's very, very important. The Nurses Feed Their Young movement. This is my brand today, and this is what we focus on are these three pillars. We value cultivating nursing leaders, innovating nursing continuing education, and developing nurse entrepreneurs. Those are the three pillars that we support wholeheartedly, and that's what our organization is about. So whatever you have, I encourage you, work on building your brand. You should really, if you haven't done it already, clarify what is your mission, your vision, your values. What is the ultimate goal or the impact that you would like to make on the world? Be really clear on those things, and that'll help you with your messaging. Share your story too. People connect with stories, and I can, tell people all day long about the value of nursing continuing education, right? Because I'm a CE consultant. I help people establish themselves as CE providers and add continuing education credit to their courses. But if I never told the story of how I got started in continuing education as a means of increasing hospice length of stay in the area where my husband and I opened a hospice years ago, and we grew our hospice to $3 million from a $6,000 investment, served more patients than we ever dreamed by using a nursing continuing education program as a vehicle for marketing. I'm just, without that story, it's just lacking, right? So the story really brings it to life. And that's, you'll hear a lot of business people say, facts tell, stories sell. Absolutely. People want to know, they want to know your story. So be sure to incorporate some storytelling into your branding. Networking. Oh my goodness, I cannot say enough about networking and collaboration with people who are in a similar space or even in the same space, right? A big part of the Nurses Feed Their Young movement is just recognizing that there's space in the world for success for all of us, right? So just because someone else is a continuing education consultant or a nurse entrepreneur doesn't mean we can't work together. There are so many ways to collaborate. And so I want to encourage you to really be thinking on, how can I collaborate? Because when we form great collaborations with like-minded nurses and nurse entrepreneurs, we expand our network exponentially, because suddenly you're in front of someone else's audience just like they're in front of yours. Those are people who may not have known about you at all before you develop that collaborative relationship through networking. So networking and collaboration is very, very valuable, and it's a great way to market yourself on social media. So consider thinking about, if you have a podcast of your own, be inviting people on it for interviews, and also be looking for podcasts that you could be a guest on, because that's a great way of just getting you in front of other people. So that's a pro tip right there, y'all. Public speaking. Oh my goodness. Public speaking is always a great thing. So whether you do this in your local community, or you look for online summits or seminars, or you put on your own webinars once a week or once a month or whatever you choose to do, but that is a great way to promote yourself and attract clients. One of my simple strategies for growing my business is to offer at least one complimentary continuing education program, so that people can learn more about me, my business, what I do, how I do it, and the problems that I solve for them with my business and or with continuing education, right? So this is really, really important. So when you can do some public speaking, again, you're just going to radically expand your audience, and in a very short time. Content creation. All right. Content creation is something that is important, because back in the day when my business wasn't gaining a lot of traction, when I would do a launch and not get any sales, oh my goodness, when I would launch and fail, launch and fail, launch and fail, it was because I didn't really have a marketing plan. Okay. And when we're launching a new product or service, we need to give people an opportunity to become aware of it. We need to give them an opportunity to learn about it, what it is, what it does, why are you doing it, and so that they can jump on board or not. But if we don't have a strategic marketing plan that's going to help us connect with our audience in a meaningful way, so that they come along with us for the journey to the launch of that product or service, then we're really missing the mark. And so content creation is very, very important. And again, we want to provide valuable content that it's just massive value. It helps people solve problems that they have already today without spending a penny with you. And it empowers your audience to take the next step. So, again, thinking about this, here's another pro tip that I just have to share. And we don't want to have content out there that is 80% buy my thing, buy my thing, buy my thing, and only 20%, here's some value. Okay, that doesn't work. We need to be 80% value, 80 to 90% value added content, something that's really meaningful, really valuable, really going to help your people, and only 10% to 20% that says, hey, sign up for my thing or buy my thing. Okay. We really, that's how we want that to play out. All right. And lastly, client testimonials. Again, a great way to grow your social proof, your social currency, is through client testimonials. So when you have a client and they have an opportunity to share their experience with working with you and how that's been, then it just, it goes a long way, because your potential clients, are hearing from someone who's already had success with you. And it's not you having to say it. It's what your clients are saying about you and what it was like to work with you. So that is today's version of the word of mouth recommendation. We do it in the digital space. It's probably going to end up as a recorded video, or maybe a nice little snapshot of somebody's Facebook quote or post or something like that, thanking you for what you did. But all of these things are perfect to use to promote yourself. The biggest tip that I can share with you, though, is always be looking to serve when you promote yourself. Okay. And I really don't even necessarily think of it as promoting myself. I think about the content that I'm going to create to serve my clients the best. Okay, that's really what I think about. I don't really think about me. I think about how can I serve my clients at the highest level with the content that I'm going to create for the next 6 or 8 weeks? Okay, do you see what I'm saying? And those things, me achieving my goals and me serving my clients at a really high level, do not have to be mutually exclusive. Okay, success in business is just a reflection of the value that you provide to your people. Okay, all right, so if you've hung out with me this long, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I want to invite you to click the link below because the Business Care Plan Workshop is coming back first week of October, and that is your opportunity to use the nursing process to write your RX for business success. I would love to see you there. And so you can click the link below this video, hop on the wait list for the workshop. And when you sign up for the wait list, I'm going to send you my complimentary business assessment that's going to allow you to score and evaluate how you're performing in 8 different domains of nurse entrepreneurship. And then once you have that assessment, you can decide, hey, is the workshop for me or not? But just may be for you. So click the link below. Go ahead and get on the wait list. I'll see you next time. Bye.